If you are a child, get the fuck out of here. This is for 18 people ages of and 18 years old and up.
That's sick, dude. Let's get it.
Let's do brain cells, let's do brain cells, let's do brain cells, let's do brain cells.
Welcome to Last Two Brain Cells. This is episode number 19. Woo-wee! We
Can't believe we made it.
Astronaut, cosmonaut, space riders. Wow. Making a good day through this spacey world on April 29th, 2024. This is episode 19. We're about to have a lot of fun talking about space, and here's a little peek.
Wait, who are we?
We're two cosmonaut astronauts.
What's our names?
Oh, I'm astronaut Austin.
I'm astronaut Donovan.
And it's a pleasure to have you aboard. Put on your space seatbelt so you don't fly away.
Ahoy.
I guess I need to get some more space parts. Let's fucking go.
Hey, cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Hey,
fuck
you.
I was a magician sawing someone in half, allegedly in the maze that rhymes with Blamerican Blastory horror story.
Could be anything.
Is the butthole the black hole of our human body?
100%.
Because of what's going on down there?
No. Our mouth is the black hole.
Whoa.
Because
but
that's
also
where everything goes in.
You could also put things in your butt.
It depends on, your lifestyle. Welcome to the episode.
Yay! I'm excited to be doing it. I can't believe we made it. Episode 19.
Wow.
It's crazy.
This is the space-themed episode.
Yeah.
And by space, we don't just mean like in a relationship, like space between partners. We don't mean like space-time. We mean space like outer space.
Like stars.
Outside of the planet.
Comets.
Universe stuff.
The Milky Ways.
Yeah, so we got a lot of fun space facts coming. We got some space talk.
And we picked number 19 because the Apollo 19. Now, do I know what that is? I didn't research that.
I actually didn't even know that. Is it?
Foxtrot said it when we accidentally went live. Last episode, we accidentally went live, and Foxtrot was saying, we got to do the Apollo 19 episode, and, we're not going to talk about the Apollo at all.
Who?
But we're going to talk about space.
It's crazy. Like,
shout out to Foxtrot.
The ripple, like the smallest comments can affect so much. Like, you just themed this entire episode, the last several hours of research in our lives, and
Incredible.
now everyone who listens to this has to listen to space shit because of you, Foxtrot.
That's the power of things. See, and if you jump on our Patreon and tell us what you also want to hear, you could also get an hour and a half of our ramblings about whatever you wrote on the internet one time.
Yeah.
Kind of sick.
You could be the definer of episode 22 because 20 and 21 is taken up, right?
20 and 21 are taken.
20 is going to be money.
21
is going to be
21 Savage.
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
so
easy. Super easy.
But you can do 22.
22 is wide open.
No, it's Taylor Swift. 23, anyway.
23 and me.
Fuck.
24. See,
hours in a day.
Oh my god. 25 is the quarter.
Yeah, okay, well.
26 is looking good.
26 is looking really good.
There's nothing for 26.
No one's ever heard of 26.
So pull up for 26.
Yeah, alright. But yeah, 19 space.
Yes.
And we have a special challenge.
Very
for
special.
episode 19.
Very special.
What is this? If you had to describe what I'm holding right now.
So Donovan just picked up a very special box we got from the H-E-B grocery store out here in Austin, Texas. This is a beer we have not tried before, but we do love the owner of the beer, Yuengling. From what we understand, it's the most fancy beer in the world.
And the oldest.
Oldest beer. It's just the best beer in the world.
It's America's first.
But this is the Flight Edition. What does that mean? I'll tell you. Next generation of light beers. If Yuengling was too heavy for you, if you couldn't carry around those boulders, we got something
Look
casual
how light
for
this
you.
is. It actually feels really light.
I can
How
throw
did they
it over my head.
Yeah.
You should pick one out. You want to do a quick initial taste testing or review for our listeners?
Okay, while we taste it though, can you describe? So this isn't just beer.
We're not drinking for fun.
No, neither
We're
of us.
drinking for work.
Yeah, we didn't want to drink today.
No, we're
truly,
like
we
busy.
were looking at each other. We were like, "This doesn't sound fun." We're doing this for the pod. We're doing this for you.
This is for work.
Yeah, and this isn't beer. This is actually rocket parts.
Spaceship fuel. So here's what we're going to do. This is the space episode, so we thought we're going to go ahead and have a little rocket off, a little space race, if you will.
Right.
So here's how we're going to do the space race. We have decided to get these beers, the Yuengling Flights, and we have decided to use those as our parts for our spaceship.
Yeah.
So here's how this is going to work. We got all of our parts back here, but every spaceship can't just run on parts. Where are you going to put the astronauts? Where are the astronauts going to live? They're going to live in the cabin. The cockpit cabin. So we both picked the cockpit cabin. And so we went to the craft beer section so we could do crafts.
Wait, you want to demo yours and I'll demo mine?
Yes. So don't tell our judge. Our judge is going to be Enrique.
Yeah. He's the best astronaut we know.
The space race, for those who don't know, look it up. I'm going to be America. So I got the Happy Daddy Death Row Grape Seltzer.
Yeah,
that
American.
felt really American to me. And you are going to be Russia.
I am debuting. I am the Russian. I have a nasty beast.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's a Monster brand hard tea, and it's 8%. No, it's 6%.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Foul.
Yeah.
But also kind of sick.
I'm going to destroy you.
Good luck, cosmonaut. Astronaut over here coming in from the stars, ready to go.
You stupid American bastard.
What's a cosmonaut anyway, silly?
Cosmonaut is a Russian word.
Cos my nuts, dude. Got him. Easy. All right, now we try Yingling flights because at the end of the day, we can shake hands on parts. We have different cabins, but we have the same parts. We will be using tape and scissors and whatever we may need to put together ships. These ships will be run through 3 tests. The 3 tests are: 1, is it pretty? 2, meteorite comet challenge. And 3, space compression test.
Yes.
All 3 crucial tests for space flight.
If we're going to make it to the moon, then the ship needs to be sturdy. It needs to be aerodynamic. It needs to be comfy-wumpy for our rider.
That's why we got the big cabins.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no one's going to fit in this little guy. So, quick reminder for the audio listeners, we have this video episode on YouTube. If you want to see what our shit looks like, you can come to YouTube and actually watch it. But feel free to keep listening. We'll describe it to you.
Yeah. But yeah, let's do a little taste test. So,
flight. Yingling flight. Ooh. Yingling flight.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Let's do a quick taste test.
It's not bad. For the audio listeners, Austin is actually finishing the beer. He just drank the entire thing.
All right, cool. You're gonna lose a space race.
Nah, brother. This is a marathon.
I don't think that's what America said when we won last time.
Yeah, but the rule is, I think by the end of the episode, you have to have your rocket made and ready, and then Enrique's gonna judge.
And then Enrique's gonna judge based off the 3 goals. So I already have 1 space part.
Yeah.
Now, really quick, I'm gonna open up my cabin. The Happy Daddy Death Row Records. I'm gonna give you a quick taste testing.
At what point is it you're not really tasting it at this point? You're just drinking it.
I'm gonna pour it into a cup. That's a great point.
Yeah. That's a nice sound.
Ooh. I was hoping this would be a little purplier because it's great flavor.
It smells good though.
It smells delicious. It has the scent of a somewhat melted in your car on a hot day purple Jolly Rancher.
True.
Now give it a taste test. This is the Happy Daddy Death Row grape gluten-free. That tastes like shit.
Really?
That tastes like absolute fucking shit. 5% alcohol, 710 milliliters. Thank God it's gonna be comfy in there because this shit is not yummy.
Wow. You would have thought with a name like Death Row, it would be delicious and palatable.
Wanna give it a try?
No.
Really? You gotta try it.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Fuck
All
you.
right, well.
I have my own nasty beast can.
Whatever, nasty beast. You wanna pour it in the cup for comparison?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would. Down the hatch, brother. And yeah, so this nasty beast, I don't think it has any caffeine or anything in it, but we'll see how we feel after. Smell test. Smells like tea.
The visual?
You know what? Tastes just like tea.
Oh, are you already winning the space race?
Uh-oh. Spilled a little.
Give it a nice listen in there. Give it a little.
Okay, I spilled a little though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Classic Russia spilling all over.
Tinkle tinkle.
Tinkle tankle, brother. Well,
it looks like tea. It tastes like tea.
I'm gonna start on my rocket, and let's get to the segments. We have a lot of space content coming in Spicy, and I'm so freaking excited for it, dude. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
No, that's not great. You want to try it?
Yes.
No, it's too bad.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Shit, I fell for it again, Russia. Damn it.
Stupid American boy.
All right, where's the tape? Let's get into the segments, y'all. Anyways, episode 19. Let's get into space.
You want this tape?
I want the blue tape for red, white,
Wait, you're
and blue.
starting it already?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not building mine till the end.
Oh, America goes hard.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Wait, but we have to explain. So we have different tape technologies. So you're choosing the masking tape.
Wow, so we have 2 different tape technologies. I'm going blue
Okay.
True blue America tape.
And I'm gonna go clear invisible tape because I'm a sneaky bitch.
That's sneaky as fuck, bro.
You don't know where my tape's at.
That's crazy. Good luck getting to space with that junk.
I got tape on my foreskin right now, dude. Okay, so I was just reading before the pod.
About tape on your foreskin?
Yeah. Well, remember the picture I showed you of the guy's wiener that's strung up?
Donovan was showing me wiener pictures before we started the episode, and it was freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, let's not explain that. Let's just dive into the episode.
I think you should actually explain it, because I thought it was really cool.
Well, okay, so Greek athletes, like ancient Greece, the athletes would oftentimes compete naked, but it was seen as like barbaric if people saw the head of your penis. It's like the mons glans pubis or whatever it's called.
Yeah, of course.
And so
Pubis.
they would tie a little cord around the foreskin and then either attach that to the nuts or tie it up on a belt so it's like pointed up. And that would keep your dickhead from falling out.
That's so respectable.
And that was like a very civilized thing to do.
So respectable to just keep that thing tucked.
Yeah.
During a sporting event.
Yeah.
That's what they do in esports now.
Yeah, right.
Same thing.
I heard Razer makes a really good foreskin cord.
I bet they do. They make good everything. I'm more of a Corsair guy.
Yeah. You've always been a Corsair guy.
I like my foreskin cord to be RGB. It needs to be sparkling with lots of lights.
Right.
I told Donovan that I spent an extra $20 to get this microphone to have rainbow lights, and I felt your disappointment through your eyes.
Yeah.
It was really just like, it was one of those things like you're telling your parents something just so you can watch them crumble a little inside. And I told you that.
But can I explain? The disappointment isn't from me; it's for you. If that makes sense.
And that's what a parent would think. That's why I felt it like that.
It's because like I want you to be able to eat. We went to lunch today, and you got a side of sour cream, and then decided not to get coffee because the sour cream ended up being $3.
They charged me $3 for sour cream. That's my coffee money.
Yeah. So
I don't have anything else.
But you're spending $20 on an RGB.
I drove 12 hours of DoorDash last night for my $3 sour cream, and now I can't get coffee. At least I have my Happy Daddy Death Row Records grape.
I just think that.
Look how good my Rocketship's coming together, by the way.
Bro, it's too early, bro.
No.
You have to research this technology.
I'm going to space.
Like when boomers talk about how our generation's bad at managing money or like is kind of creating their own problems,
they're stupid.
you're the case study.
Yeah, and they can case study my nuts.
Damn, brother.
Bro, like, yeah, let me go. I paid for my college. Your college was $5, kid. Grow up.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they didn't have it easy.
No, I know.
We're making our own problems.
I mean, I don't know how it was in Russia, but out here in America, shit was pretty wonky.
Yeah, I would have to say it was pretty wonky in Russia too.
Oi.
Yeah, the Soviet Union was a little wonky.
This is looking so good already. I don't mean to interrupt, but my spaceship's looking good.
And is this like a booster?
This is the start of the booster. This is actually the fuel pod. They will detach after the third phase.
Cool. What's the name of your ship?
It's called America Rules, Russia Can Suck My Jewels.
It's kind of a long name, no?
Yeah, so's Russia. USA, bitch.
Yeah, but
3 letters,
USA.
all I need.
USA.
You got fucking R-U-S-S-I-A. bleh.
it's 2 syllables, you fucking idiot.
USA. 2 syllables.
USA?
USA.
Who says USA?
I do.
Well, actually, did you hear there was a town back in like when America was like a real nation to be proud of being a part of, and we had like a great industry and economy and shit.
1779?
No, in like the 50s.
Oh.
They
Well, I don't know
sprung
about
up-
that. I don't know about that. I was thinking that things were pretty crazy then, too.
They were always crazy.
They've always been crazy.
But no, they created a town, I think in like somewhere in East Asia,
Whoa.
called USA,
USA.
so that they could say "Made in USA" on products.
Holy fuck, that's genius.
Isn't that fucking sick?
Oh my god.
And then they could charge more.
That's like how I wanted to create a brand. Don't steal us. If you steal us, I'll find you. Called Gasenti. It's Gucci, but the C's are cent signs. So you just have 2 little dots at the front and bottom, which could just be like little decorations, but it's a totally different thing in theory.
Right.
Gasenti. We
Gasenti.
still can make it.
Smart.
Maybe for our merch coming in hot.
Well,
Some sweet Gasenti. We could do last 2 brain cells Gasenti collab.
that would be.
Can we do fake collabs with a ton of like brands? Like can we do a Abibus? Like our official Abibus collab?
I think we can do that up until we get sued.
They can't sue you for Abibus.
They might be able to.
No, there was actually a whole brand online that was just different misspellings of Adidas. That was one of my favorite brands. It was called Abibus.
Okay.
And it looks super legit. You just turn those D's around to B's. Your company now.
Dope. Okay. Yep,
Yeah.
done.
I've always like Nike, but it's called Psyche.
But what happens when they turn the Adidas starts making last 2 brain cells?
Well, then we get free advertisement. Then we get more Patreon listeners, more lucky listeners. We
Shit.
boost, and then we're literally going to space.
Okay, Joe Rogan, we're coming for you.
We're coming on you. For you.
Hey, let's get this episode started.
You know how you start a space episode?
How?
Ignition is launched in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck.
Shit, no!
Okay.
No!
Okay.
Well, we got Russia spilled fuel. And
that was not
fully
fucking my fault, you stupid American. Fuck.
Russia spilled all over.
Okay, my leg is wet. Pause.
All right. Well,
Pause the race.
Russia needs to take a break from spilling.
My leg is covered in beer.
I'm so sorry. I have some napkins right here because I know that this happens in my life. It's Austin Thiel's box. Hey, sorry to Austin Thiel. This is a box you sent to my house that you live at for legal reasons, if anyone was asking. Anyway, sorry about that. We spilled. We had a big spill. Russia, go ahead and spilling.
Oh, yes. Look, hey, wind the tape back, you fucking democratic stupid.
Cut to the footage in Russia, spill you. Whatever.
Hey. As long as we can... Jay,
We can
just
share-
kidding. Fuck you.
He gets me again. He tried to cheers me, but I tried to cheers back, and I say, fuck you too!
Stupid. The good news is the Yingling that was spilled by America, by the way, is
On Russian soil.
about half full still. It was on Russian soil.
That means you get free part.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck,
Yeah.
Russia's cheating.
Thank you very much.
Russia spilled so they can have a free part.
Hey,
Dog shit.
Not my fault.
Okay, Russia.
I'm just gonna place all my beers here just in case you manage to fuck it up again.
Yeah, well, I'm never gonna spill because I got stabilizers.
That's true. You got the boosters.
All right, can I quickly give a college tip / life tip? Quick one, just a quick one.
What's up?
Wisest Wizard. You know the game Wisest Wizard?
Yeah.
This is a quick tip for all the people in the world that want to have fun in life and win at the same time.
Can I briefly explain this game?
Let them know.
All right, so this is a game where all your homies get into a room. Y'all have a ton of beer, and
ton.
basically every beer that you finish, you add on to your wizard staff, and you keep adding and adding and adding. And whoever has the tallest staff is the wisest wizard. They get to make a rule for everybody else.
Now, the way to really make it so that you are, the way I like to play is that you can have multiple winners, but there is a first winner. But the way that you win is when your cans get taller than you are. That
yeah.
way it's proportionate. If you're a smaller person, you should have less cans. If you're
Smart.
a taller person, you need more cans.
Right.
Here's the tip. Here's the trick. Drink Coors Light. Not sponsored, not hashtag ad. Coors Light has a slightly taller can, and that is why I will tell you folks I am undefeated in Wisest Wizard.
Really?
Undefeated, that's 2 times.
Interesting.
2 for 2, back-to-back, Coors Light Grand Champion, cold as the Rockies, brr, they say.
All I can think when I hear people are undefeated is I cannot wait to play against you.
Can't wait.
Because either your title stands and you reign supreme,
Uh-huh.
or I get to topple the champion.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of your life, you can never be undefeated again.
That's so true.
So I think we
Or
should
I get to
play.
be the 3-time.
mean,
I
that's
would kick your ass. If this was Bourbon King, I would lose. But it's Wisest Wizard Coors Light
Bourbon
Edition.
King.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, because I like to say, I'm actually undefeated in the game BS. Do you know the card
Bullshit?
game? Yeah.
That's BS.
Undefeated.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm so good at bullshit.
Well, let's play.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
I also tell everybody you're undefeated in Monopoly because you cheat, but you also tell everyone you're cheating while you're doing it.
Really?
Yes.
I have no recollection of, number 1, playing Monopoly since I've been 12, and 2, playing with you.
Let me ask you an honest question. Would you cheat in Monopoly if you were the banker?
Absolutely, yeah.
So everything's the same, and that is an accurate quote.
Okay.
You said we can play Monopoly, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going to cheat,
Damn.
and I'm not going to lie to you about it. You're not going to know I cheated, but you'll know when I win.
That's awesome.
And I was like, this fucker, that's the coolest way to play Monopoly. So that's
Yeah.
why we haven't played Monopoly, is because you told me very honestly and very
Yeah,
earnestly,
right.
I'm going to fuck you over.
It's weird when you hear a quote from your past self, but you're so detached from it that you're like, I respect that guy.
That was you. I respect that guy too. That's why we never
Yeah.
play Monopoly.
Damn.
And now I collect them and they sit in my living room. I have at least 15 different Monopolies, and I'm, I complain with myself.
Dude, I haven't had any really time, or I haven't wanted to reflect on my travels on the podcast yet, but that actually was one of my immediate realizations when I got back of how much we live in excess. Because I got back from traveling a lot in Europe and around Turkey, and then
Like a minimal amount of clothes, minimal amount of things, a backpack.
And then I see you just have this shelf in the living room with probably 12 different Monopoly games that I know the majority of which you will either never look at a single time or maybe one time.
Targetopoly was pretty good.
No, none of them are good. Monopoly all sucks.
You don't want to play Laguna Beachopoly?
I do. That's the one because obviously I'm a sucker for.
I got
that's the
you
city
on
that we're
that
from.
one.
But yeah, everything else is stupid.
Squishmallow.
Why do you own all this shit? Like,
I'm a collector. There's a psychological effect. When you collect, you feel existentially better. It's an I was here experience.
Right.
It's like the act of writing on a wall, I am alive.
right.
It hits that same dopamine. Collecting is it fills in the gaps that humanity has, just embezzled into my torso.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You want to talk about space?
Yeah! All right, we're going to play a little game of Guess Who? I'm getting my engine started here on my Samsung Galaxy. It's space themed. Really quick, let's do a phone crack check. These are my cracks. Let's see your cracks.
You got the S9 Plus. I got the 10.
Are y'all the type of person to proudly rock the cracks on your phone? I rock them proud. I think they're like battle scars. It's like, you know how military people will have like a ton of danglers from their left or right nipple? I got cracks on my phone to show the roads that I've paved.
The danglers.
Yeah, they call them danglers, right?
Yeah,
Military
that's the
danglers?
official, yeah.
My great-grandpa got a Purple Heart military dangler.
That's a hell of a dangler.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Shout out to Donald Ring.
Do you know like what combat he was in or why he got the...
For being a boss?
Dang.
Yeah. No, he actually had a really unfortunate job. I don't know exactly what he did to get the... he got like a really crazy one. It was a heart of some sort.
He wasn't the guy from Hacksaw Ridge, was he?
No.
Okay.
But he had a terrible, terrible job from World War II. He had the job of... He was the person that took attendance of who went out into the field and then took
Damn.
attendance of who didn't come back from the field.
Yikes.
So he was the guy who counted, hey, which of my friends died today? Every single day.
Yeah, the roll call guy.
And that's why he woke up in the middle of the night screaming.
Fuck.
And that's war, baby! Anyways, y'all want to play fun fact slash guess who?
Yeah.
I
Just
mean-
real quick, the crazy part about that job is you also have to find the possessions of all the soldiers who've died and then ship them back to their families along with like letters and whatnot. Like the accounting when it comes to people who die in war is messy at best and also so tragic.
Yeah.
It doesn't get old.
Bananas. No, it doesn't get old. That's the one thing we talked about. I was very grateful to actually have many a conversation with my great-grandpa. He lived to 104 or so. It was 103, 104? Fucking banana. And he was mentally there the whole time. Never lost it.
Damn.
But we had many conversations. Guess how much he bought his first car for? Mind you, his first car didn't have a seat.
No way.
You would sit on or near the engine parts.
It wasn't a horse, was it?
It wasn't a horse. There were 4 wheels and an engine. That was his first car. His job was he was an ice delivery boy.
Okay,
he
this
would
is
deliver
probably like
ice.
the 30s.
He was born in 1910.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna guess he bought it for.
He bought it when he was like 16, so like 1926, between 25 and 30.
$70.
$15.
No way.
He bought his first car for $15. There was no seat on it.
Damn.
He also, quick fun fact about my grandpa, at his 100th birthday party, he had his yearbooks, his high school yearbooks where everyone had signatures and all that shit. So we were looking at a yearbook from a high school from 100 years in the past.
So fucking cool.
So it was his kids, and there was a note that I will never forget. My grandpa, at the age of 100, he was fully there, but he was tired. I'd be tired too at 100.
Yeah.
But there was one note in this yearbook that said, "Well, Donald, when it comes to stealing cars, we take the cake.
No way.
Regards, Cecil." And I went up to my grandpa and I said, "Hey, Grandpa, real quick, I'm looking at your yearbook right now, and your friend Cecil says that you are the best car thieves. You take the cake." And he turned and looked at me, and the slowest, boyish smile hit his face. He lit up. His eyes were glowing, and he looked me dead in the eyes with almost a wink and said, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
Grandpa.
And he told me without telling me a word that he used to joyride.
Damn, bro.
Boss.
He was a Kia boy like a century ago.
My great-grandpa was a Kia boy.
That's awesome.
So sick. I don't know anything about that.
Is the Guess Who your grandpa?
I wish. Anyways, let's jump into Guess Who.
All right.
Guess who? Guess who?
Real quick, we're gonna play a game called Guess Who. Guess Who is a game in which we do a biography of any individual, and one of us brings the heat, and the other has to guess who it is. So you are the guesser, I am the bringer of the heat.
Easy.
Today, our lucky guess whoer, was born in Ohio,
Oh, it's an astronaut.
the place of
Buzz Aldrin.
legends. So fucking close, dude. The worst part about playing Guess Who with you is you get it by number 2. Okay, number 2. Born a knives salesman. He was a knives salesman as a boy. 10
Okay.
years old, knives salesman.
Yeah. Okay. Neil Armstrong.
This is fucking bullshit.
Brother, again!
No!
Fucking stupid American!
I spilled Russia's beer again.
Be careful in thy fuel, eh?
It's Neil Armstrong. I told you get it by 2 every time.
Yeah.
I just need to start doing 2 facts.
The hard part is that I know that every astronaut is born in Ohio for some reason.
That's a lot of legends.
There's an insanely disproportionate amount of American astronauts are born in Ohio and are Eagle Scouts. It's like very specific.
I'm not. That's crazy. It makes it. Oh, well, really good news. He was a fucking Eagle Scout.
Yeah, I know.
That's whatever the highest one was. He was an
Yeah.
Eagle Scout. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. Really quick, verifying the statement. I don't know if he was 10 when he was a knife salesman. He was as a boy a knife salesman.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, at the age of 14, he was a licensed pilot before he got his driver's license.
Nice.
How cool is that?
That's dope.
He also stopped signing autographs later in life after learning people were selling them on eBay.
Okay.
Doesn't sign autographs. He can't anymore.
Respect.
Favorite food? Spaghetti.
Nice.
Favorite color? Yellow.
Is he Italian?
Was. No, I
He
don't think
was
so. I don't think he was Italian. Also, baller play. In the 1990s, Armstrong sued Hallmark, the Hallmark company, for using his likeness without permission on a Christmas ornament. The case was actually won in his favor, and he donated all of the proceeds to Purdue University.
Damn.
Legend.
You know, there was a similar story that I recently read. I believe that his likeness was put onto a postage stamp, and so we went to the moon in 1969.
We did.
And basically, it was illegal to put a specific individual on an American postage stamp.
Really?
And so they changed his features just a little bit. Like, what's that production company who had the lady carrying the torch and
Columbia.
Yeah, and so Columbia. Do you know that story too?
No.
Basically, so there was this model, this actress or whatever, and so they did this whole shoot with her, and she is the lady with the torch.
lady.
But they just airbrushed her face slightly and then
Ooh.
never paid her a cent.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and so with the astronauts, basically, it was the same thing, where they changed it just a little bit so they could say, oh, these are just astronauts. These aren't specific people. But it was like commemorating that exact moon landing event.
This is Spiel Armstrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Yeah.
Classic.
But yeah,
W.
good one. Okay, guess who?
Yeah, that's
Done.
you're the winner.
Thank you.
Okay, so my new challenge, and I'm gonna put this out for future episodes. Can I get to fact number 3 against you? Because I've only made it to 2.
We'll see.
You know, the thing about that is, as I was writing down my facts, I was thinking, I don't need to write all these down. He's gonna fuck me over by 2. And you did.
Damn.
I'm impressed. You know, Russia, I have to cheers you to that.
Is this real? Be honest, American. I will give you.
I will honestly say, fuck you! Okay, I'm sorry.
You've made.
Fuck you!
You have made enemy for life, you stupid mother bitch.
Well, let me just say, if you want to fight, you can meet me on the moon.
Brother,
I'll be waiting.
you'll be waiting in my shit. Because
Yeah.
I will leave bag of shit on moon.
I will be playing golf while I'm waiting for your slow ass.
You know what we do on moon?
What?
We bring
Shit.
gun.
Wow.
You know why we bring gun?
Why?
To shoot you.
It's moon,
Idiot.
Moon Battle
What you think,
Royale.
why you think we bring gun, huh? For
Thank you.
alien, you stupid?
Moon Battle Royale goes hard.
Dude, Fortnite, but it's on the moon.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's real.
One of each country. We all go to the moon. It's called
Shit.
Space Race. New video game on Epic Games. We all go to space, different countries. Only one of us comes back.
Man, do you remember the... Do you remember the early days of the pod?
I remember nothing.
When we would burp into the microphone and then
Oh.
the stinky burp gas would like just fill the room and it was nasty. Oh, okay.
I learned how to aerate the room. That's because before we had the fan facts, my fan was going the wrong way, and we
way.
didn't have circulation. Chat, make sure you have your fan going the right way. Listen to episode 18
And
for
not-
fan facts.
Not to derail us too much, but also when we were in the beer aisle today getting these beers for the episode,
Yeah.
did you smell the fart that I made?
Wow, you made one?
I made a toxic. That's why I was laughing so hard.
Oh, I thought I was just making a funny joke or something.
I know, because I think you did say something funny, but I was laughing way harder.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's respectable.
yeah.
I love that.
It was stinky.
Well, dude, nice way to whip up good brew in the brew aisle.
Yeah, thank you. And we also spent like 10 minutes standing in front of the beer. And it was just the stupidest. Like, if you were just a fly on the wall witnessing this conversation, it was you and me standing right in front of the beer saying, which one looks the most Russian? Which one looks the most American? We debated every beer.
I watched a like 50-year-old man pick up his fancy beer, and I was like, you know, they call them craft beer because you got to make crafts with them.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me disappointed. And I was like, bro, dude, go enjoy your football. I have a podcast to make.
Yeah. So let's make that podcast.
Amen, brother. Well, this is a space episode. I say we go ahead and learn something. We are an educational podcast at the end of the day.
Yeah. And to get us in the mood, the spacey theme, I have a bunch of facts prepared that I've actually collected these over the past several months. And
Wow.
I actually find space so interesting. And so let's just dispense some of these facts.
Dispense on me.
All right. So first off, how big? Okay. Do you know what the biggest planet is in our solar system?
My nuts a kiss, dude. I don't know.
Take a wild guess.
Biggest planet in our solar system is. It is going to be. It will be. It's Uranus.
Okay. Good guess.
That wasn't a meme guess.
I know.
Jupiter.
It is Jupiter.
Got it.
Yeah.
Done. Easy.
I think
What is Jupiter?
It's one of them gas giants, right?
Well, I'm a gas giant myself, so I recognize real.
True,
I got it.
True. So Jupiter is literally 1,400 times bigger than Earth by volume.
That's a lot of room for building theme parks.
It's not just bigger, it's like way
Think of all the things you could build.
Yes.
Imagine Earth, but it was 14 times bigger. Imagine, just think about your backyard space. Same amount of people on the planet, but 14 times the size.
Now, are you ready?
You think I'd be out there just like building bullshit?
Yeah.
Easy.
I mean, well, we should do that anyways.
We should move to Jupiter.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to Jupiter.
Now, this is going to blow your mind. So, remember when Pluto was a planet?
I remember when it was and when it wasn't and it was again. It was like the most toxic relationship in my life.
I think it just went from was to wasn't.
Again?
One time.
No, I'm pretty sure it like came back.
Did it?
And then I don't know, dude. It's like one of those like, it's a tough relationship I
Yeah.
have with Pluto.
Okay.
We all do.
But basically, so think about Jupiter is 1,400 times the size of Earth. And then Pluto, so you know Russia.
I've heard of it.
You've heard of Russia.
I've heard of it.
Russia is wider than Pluto.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Russia alone.
So Russia's
So
a planet?
how is Pluto ever considered a planet? You know what I'm saying? Like when compared to Jupiter?
But then that's like saying like, there's stars 10,000 times bigger than the sun, but is the sun even a star then?
For real, it's a little
It
baby.
is,
It's
but
a baby.
but it is. I say it counts. Pluto matters.
Okay.
In my life, I'm a Pluto fan. I'm a Pluto stan.
But it gets deeper and weirder.
I ride or die for Pluto.
True. I mean, no, Pluto cute AF.
I would kiss Pluto on the cheek.
Mwah.
No
Okay.
lips.
So Australia is wider than the moon.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
No. And they got more spiders than the moon, too.
A lot more.
Way more
And
spiders.
snakes and bogans.
Oi, welcome to the moon. We got space spiders.
Would you like a Foster's?
Be so nice. Oi, let's get in the moon and drink a Foster's together.
Yeah, let's do a showy on the moon.
Just gonna go ahead and put this in my butt.
And so here's where it gets even crazier. So we got levels to this shit. You could fit every planet in the
My
solar
ass.
system in your ass, also between the moon and the Earth.
Bro, don't fuck on me. That's crazy.
Think about that. So you can travel 1,400 Earths and way more, because that's just Jupiter alone.
Brother.
Because we put a man there in 1969.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
Space is just nutty.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Yeah,
Also, are we getting like closer or farther from the moon every year by just a little bit?
we are. Yeah.
Which one? Is it closer or farther?
I believe it's further.
Oh no, is it gonna detach eventually and we're gonna say
Well,
bye?
it's going to get smaller and smaller in the sky. So right now, this is actually an interesting fact as well. The moon and the sun are almost exactly the same size from our perspective on Earth. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Right.
look at the ball in the sky,
That's why the eclipse last week was amazing.
Exactly. So a total eclipse is possible because of the same size, but eventually that won't be possible anymore. Like in a few
Coincidence?
hundred years, it's like no more.
Damn, so we maybe saw the last cool show.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Atoms are really small, right?
Uh-huh.
Hella small.
Hella small.
You could describe them.
Tiny.
How many atoms do you think are in your body?
I'd say like man, I don't think I can say a number high enough. That's like a quintillion or a googillion
Yeah.
or something insane.
Yes. It's like, I think it's in the range of quintillions for literally a grain of sand. So think about in your body. So I think the best way for me to conceptualize this is there are 7 billion atoms in one human body. So you listening at home,
That's like how much money Bill
You in
Gates
front of
has
me.
in comparison to me.
Exactly.
That's a lot.
7 billion. That's a shit ton.
Makes me mad, almost.
However, this is what fucks me up. So think about now. That's just one body. Think about how many bodies are on Earth. Now think about every other just piece of mass
And celestial
with
bodies.
atoms, and then think about celestial bodies.
Too many
think
atoms.
Think about all of the atoms in the universe. Now,
Add them up.
add them up. There are more QR code combinations than there are atoms in the universe.
Fuck off.
Get the fuck out, right?
No way.
Yeah.
I hate, and that's so cool.
Isn't that nuts?
Is it time to get QR code tattoos?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
We could get it. We could literally get a QR code for every atom in the universe and still have
Whoa.
more left over.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We are considering getting tattoos soon.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Last 2 brain cells tattoos. If you I think it's gonna be a
Patreon
Patreon
goal.
sub goal. Yeah.
Patreon goal.
Yeah.
But damn, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
Okay, we're almost done. You ready? So now we're getting we're coming home to Earth. Okay. Earth, we need water
Earth.
to live. Mm-hmm. Right? But a lot of
Sure do.
a lot of our water is salty.
It sure is.
That's a problem.
Uh-huh.
How much of our water do you think is fresh water on Earth?
0.5%.
Actually, hella close, bro. It's 3%.
Oh!
3% of Earth's
Not
water is
bad.
fresh water. However, only 1/3 of that is not frozen.
Oh no.
So
Well, it's gonna unfreeze soon.
yeah, that's
So don't worry, we're unlocking it.
new water unlocked.
We're unlocking new water.
But yeah, dude, 1% of the water on Earth is drinkable.
That's bananas.
Fuck gnarly.
Actually crazy.
Yeah.
We're yucky.
If you just take like the life,
Do you think humans are yucky?
humans are. Think about us, bro.
We're yucky.
The way that I think about humans truly as a whole is that we are a fungus. Humans
Disgusting.
are no different than the bacteria that are on us. We are a bacteria on the Earth.
I feel like I have more respect for fungus than I do the human race.
Yeah, because fungus isn't like doing it on purpose.
No, they're just creating life out of death, and me, I'm just waiting to die.
Yeah, damn.
Unfortunate.
Shit.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
The fungus is gonna beat me in the end. At the end of the day, I'm gonna become a fungus.
Yeah. Whoa.
You're a fungus. I'm a fungus. Whenever I see a mushroom, I think that's my brother. That's my kin.
Yeah. That is hella cool.
I watched
though,
an
that like.
hour and a half documentary on mushrooms.
Yeah.
And turns out they're
That's
deeper
us.
than we thought.
Dude, I mean, well, the cool thing about mushrooms is like they're not related to anything else on Earth. They're a completely different like category of life.
The original
So
internet.
they're not plants. They're not trees. They're not animals. They're a completely different category.
Mycelium.
Yeah.
They communicate with each other in crazy ass ways, and same concept of the internet, but underground and natural and naturistic. Like, it's insane that trees are able to talk to other trees via mushrooms and fungi in the ground. It's a neural network of craziness.
I mean, in a sense, we're just mushrooms. Like we're just advanced mushrooms.
We're talking mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm a fun guy.
Oh,
You're a fun guy.
What's up?
Huh? Hey.
What's up?
Hey, any fun guys?
Hey, this place
All
is
right,
crowded. There's
really
not
quick.
much room.
I'm gonna have to say, all right, really quick. If you're listening at home and you're a fun guy, raise your hand. I hope you raised
We
it.
both have our hands raised.
And if you didn't raise your hand, I'm gonna need you to just raise your hand. You're probably fun. Give
Yeah.
yourself a break.
But if you're not fun and you're being honest about it, you're the lucky listener.
Lucky listener of the week, because your
Yeah.
honesty goes far. Abraham
Yeah.
Lincoln won the presidency by being honest.
Is that really?
And his cool
Why?
hat.
Yeah, I think there was like other reasons.
And he was a good guy.
yeah, yeah.
And he was on the penny.
What do you think is the worst thing that Honest Abe ever did in his life?
He probably
Did you ever hear about the reputation of Mrs. Lincoln?
I have not.
No.
No.
She was apparently a real conservative stickler asshole.
Was she wildin'?
Yeah, she was wildin'.
Uh-oh.
Like she was like oppressive.
Spooky?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You don't want to be.
We don't want to hear that.
You don't want to be Mr. Lincoln.
That's
for
why I
sure.
stick to Abe.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a foreskin and 7 years ago.
He's an honest guy. So that was Space Facts. Now, I think we should bring it back down to Earth.
Ooh, bring it through.
And our earthly problems, pleasures, and like we have to work here.
We do have to work. It's a hard time.
And you had some stories that you
I
wanted to
do.
tell about
I
working.
sure freaking do. I did want to talk about how you can escape the scary spaces in your life, aka work. I want to talk about quitting. Quitting is a really interesting, weird human ritual.
Yeah.
If you're unaware, it's when you leave your job and they stop paying you because you don't show up anymore.
Right.
So I want to talk about quitting stories. There are lame ways to quit, and there are really fucking cool ways to quit. And today, we're focusing on the cool ways.
Hell yeah.
So, I want to tell a story of someone that I heard who quit their jobs experience, and then we can talk about your personal experience, and then my personal experience, and I also would love to hear some experience from the listeners on how you've quit your jobs in interesting ways. We can talk about it in the future.
Write in about the craziest way you've quit your job.
Hell yeah. But this one really quick, I'm so sorry. We have a new rule on this podcast, as of last episode. If I talk about Disneyland more than 3 times, you have to spank me.
You're out.
You have to spank me.
And like hard. Like
This is my one. Really hard. A flogging.
Got it.
This is my one. So, Tigger.
Okay.
You know Tigger.
Got him.
Beautiful character.
Nice.
What if you were the furry, fuzzy person that was inside the costume being Tigger every day in, day out, day in, day out?
Hate my life.
What if one day you just snapped?
Yeah.
What if you thought about the Disney rules and thought, what's the coolest way to leave? The Disney rules within mascots is do not mess with the mascot in a public location. You cannot be seen doing anything ridiculous to a mascot. They need to go behind the scenes before anything can happen.
Right.
And 2, always stay in character. This person took these rules to an extreme. Our boy, Tigger, starts in Critter Country, by Splash Mountain, hanging out, and he realizes, you know what? I'm quitting today. So you know what Tigger would do?
Huh.
Hop, jump, start bouncing. Tigger, he says, I'm out of here. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
He starts bouncing through Critter Country, jumping away from his post station. His staff are going, where's he going?
Where are you going?
But you can't stop him. He's in character.
Yeah.
Don't stop a character. He keeps going. He gets to New Orleans Square. Why is Tigger in New Orleans Square? He hops down Main Street. He's getting to the front entrance. He says, I'm out. He hops out of the park saying, I quit. I'm done.
Still bouncing.
Bouncing. As Tigger, he gets the hand stamp for I'm gonna come back.
Really?
They hand stamp his paw. He says, fuck it. He hadn't thought this far.
So cool.
He made it out of the park, and he at this point thought, I didn't think I was gonna make it this far. Let's keep going. He hops across the public location to California Adventure. They let him in because what are you gonna do?
It's Tigger.
It's Tigger. Tigger then hops through California Adventure, the wrong park.
Wait, the actual endurance on this guy.
Insane. He didn't think he was going to get this far.
Right.
He really didn't. He thought someone was going to stop him.
I love a story where it's like, I didn't realize like this is
had no
going to
idea.
happen. Like, I'm just winging it at this point.
I actually listened to a full interview with this person on the Keys to the Kingdom podcast, a podcast about theme park crazy stories. And this person said, I had no idea I'd make it this far. Everyone really thinks like this was my main goal, to make it out of the park. I thought I wouldn't make it past Critter Country.
Right.
But they just kept letting me go. Because what are you going to do? Tackle Tigger? You're going to stop him? So he makes it to California Adventure. He gets in the park, and then he interrupts a show. There's a show happening, and Tigger just jumps on the stage, starts having fun. What are you going to do? Tackle him? Take him down?
Wow.
You can't. You can't stop him. He has the power. Disney security is crumbling. They're shivering. They're shaking in their boots.
They're like on the radio like, what do we do, Captain?
We have
Do
a
I have
Tigger
permission
problem?
to shoot?
We have a Tigger problem. He's interrupting the shows. And so they let him finish the show. He eventually gets off the stage, and they basically push him backstage and say, hey, you're fired. And he goes, great.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's what I wanted.
It was such an extreme experience for the park that they actually had to write that experience into the rule handbook of how to not quit your job as a furry, fuzzy character.
Right.
His story is now told in lore to this day. That is the coolest way to quit being a Disney employee of all time.
But like,
Hop out of the park.
Who's gonna read that and be like, okay, well, since it's in the rule book, not to do that. Yeah.
The hard part, a Disney fan, because like real Disney fans, if you like do anything bad in the park, you're like, oh, I don't want to disappoint Walt.
Yeah.
And like I'm a rule breaker, but I remember I took like a 10 milligram gummy of weed into the park, and I was like, Grandpa Walt's gonna be upset with me. He's not related to me. I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
But I could feel the shame from heaven.
Damn, bro.
So, anyways, that's how Tigger jumped out of the park. Isn't that kind of cool?
Honestly, good for him. All the power to him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so Tigger going crazy is one thing. That's amazing that he made it that far. Our buddy also made it pretty far recently. We were hanging out the other day.
Nuts.
And he was telling this story about he's trying to quit his surfing job. But do you want to just give a quick overview of what he was saying?
Long story short, our buddy's not getting paid well. Minimum wage for a server in Texas is like $2.16.
Yeah.
Dog shit, silly. I don't know how it is in Russia, but in America, we're goofing around out here.
It's so much better. Our life is so much better.
Yeah, but oh man. isn't everyone also working at the restaurant at the same time?
No.
So there's no customers.
No.
I don't know. I don't know how it works over there. But over here, our boy Dylan was struggling. He realized, it's actually more beneficial for me to get fired than to quit. You get severance, you get benefits, whatever it is. So he said, I'm gonna get fired on purpose. Let's play the system. So our boy Dylan walks behind the bar, doesn't ask the bartender, doesn't ask anybody, just starts pouring drinks. He says, I'm gonna get shit-faced. I'm just gonna get wasted. He starts drinking like nuts on the job, on the clock,
Pouring himself drinks.
not even asking anybody else to do it.
Yeah.
He gets wasted. Unfortunately, while he's talking to his boss, while his boss is saying something along the lines of, hey, you can't be doing this at the job,
Yeah, he got caught.
a customer comes up to him and says, hey, Dylan, you did the best job with your service. It's top notch, it's impeccable, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And now he is a certified sommelier.
Yeah, and
true.
He's legitimately the best server at this whole establishment, and so like he's trying so hard to fail, and he's just failing upwards.
He's got people skills, and while getting wasted, his boss is going, wow, you really are good at this.
Yeah,
He couldn't drink enough to get fired.
yeah, and then I think finally he was trying to quit. He was trying to get fired, and then finally he's just like, I've had enough, and he just outright quit. Right?
He couldn't get fired. He had to quit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Really bananas. A cheers to that. That's sick.
Cheers
to Dylan,
to
getting
Dylan.
too drunk at his job
Yeah.
and not getting fired. I think that's what we do. If this becomes our job,
Yes.
help us.
yeah.
Help you.
Hey, just reality check. Where are you right now in terms of drunkenness?
All right, reality check. I have had a Death Row Records and a Yingling Light Flight. I'll be fully honest with you. I'm a little more lit than I thought I'd be.
Yeah.
USA is coming through a little bit sloppy toppy right off the sloppy toppy.
I am not surprised. Classic American move.
You Russians are great at handling your liquor.
You can't handle your shit, huh?
I would like to formally apologize. Usually when you've gotten too drunk on an episode, you apologize on the next episode. I'm going to apologize now so I don't have to apologize in the next episode.
Smart.
But you've
Get
had
ahead
some
of it.
drunk episodes. I
Yeah.
think I've earned a time.
Go for it, brother.
So I'm sorry.
Hey, cheers. Just kidding. Haha, fuck you.
Oh, mother bitch.
How many times will you be fooled by same trick, eh? But dude,
Bullshit.
I have a quick, not quitting story, but getting fired story.
I really wanted to ask you if you had any stories about getting fired.
Yeah, and this is a way back story.
Okay.
And I actually caught up with Seabass last night. And
Ah, love him.
He's doing good. This is our buddy
Steer.
he's currently a captain in the Space Force.
Our boy Steer.
Steer. Yeah, and so Seabass and I, one of our first jobs we had together at a motorcycle apparel shop called
Yes.
Euro
Poppy.
Yes.
I almost got hired there too. I have a video on YouTube to this day of us walking around inside Euro Poppy.
No way.
Where your boss offered me a job and then never followed through.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he was an interesting dude.
He
and not-
owned
not
a
Nicola.
motorcycle store called Euro Poppy. Yeah, he's gotta be.
Yeah, and so basically we were just like so underqualified. We would run the store completely by ourselves. So we would open it ourselves.
I would
and
go
it-
hang out.
Yeah, and it was one employee at a time in this whole store, and no one
Nobody.
would fucking come in. And so this store probably made like $5 a week. Like the revenue must have been so abysmal. But basically, I was so bored because no one was coming in that and this was at the time that I loved making like improvised weapons.
Yes, you did. I think you still do.
That hasn't changed, but so I would just make like weird weapons while I was working with whatever office supplies were behind the desk.
Yep.
And so I had made a legitimate crossbow at one point. And and so I made the crossbow, I made some bolts for it, and I was firing it around. It was awesome. I was playing with it, and then I put it behind the desk for the next shift,
Oh no.
which happened to be Seabass.
Oh no.
And I told Seabass, hey, bro, I made a crossbow. You can play with it if you want. And so Seabass was shooting the crossbow on the next shift. And then one of the owner's friends was driving down PCH in front of the store, and he sees Seabass shooting a
Oh,
crossbow
no.
in the store. And so the friend calls up the owner and says, hey, your employee is shooting a crossbow.
That's bananas.
And then the owner calls both of us immediately, says, you're fired.
That's so nuts.
Yeah.
Damn, I always wondered how it ended.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
That
what
was it.
happens. That's what happens.
It was awesome.
Hey, it's gone now. That store's gone. R.I.P. Euro Poppy.
It didn't deserve to live.
Didn't.
No.
They sold one thing a year.
Yeah.
Nuts.
But yeah, that's my story. You had a quitting story as well?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I forgot, but I did. I have a wild little quitting story that I will not name names because I potentially would like to work there in the future again. But I worked at a prominent haunted house in the Southern California, Los Angeles region, a place maybe where they make movies. I was called a scare actor, or what some people also say, a scare actor. Get it? Kind of cool. Long story short, I would play the role of many different figures and scare people going through haunted mazes during the Halloween season. I worked at a specific theme park as a scare actor in 2016. That was the year that I also was just graduating college and looking for long-term positions and other jobs. I eventually got one of those jobs right during the almost end of the scare actor season. I got the job. I went to work that day. I realized this is the day. I'm done. I just got the email. I'm out. This is my last night.
Wow.
So I go up to the shift lead and I say, hey, I hate to say this. I genuinely love this job, but I gotta quit. And what's so cool about this job was they were so supportive. They were like, good for you, man. You're doing what you want to do. You're doing what you need to do. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. This is your last night.
Nice.
They were so cool. So cool. I go into the break room. And I talk to one of my fellow scare actors. I say, dude, I just quit. This is my last night ever. And he says, no fucking way, bro. That's amazing. Time to celebrate. Let's get it. We only have 4 hours left.
Let's go.
4-hour shift. So allegedly, my coworker says it's time to celebrate. He pulls out this metal long stick. And I say, I know what that is. That's a weed pen. We're smoking some Weederton in the Breakington room. Hitting a Blinkerton, shall we?
Shall
and
we?
I think,
Cheers, my
sure,
friend.
it's time. Cheers, brother. Let's get faded in the hoe, faded in the hoe, faded in the hoe, obliterated. And I thought, sure, whatever. So I take one Quiff Pufferton from what I thought was just a regular weed pen. My man's then tells me as soon as I inhale a large Blinkerton, this is like pure, raw, extreme dab. Like extreme THC. Hard.
Jesus.
I go from chillin' to high off my ass in like a minute.
Damn.
I'm lit. I have 5 minutes till my next set. There was 45 minutes on, 45 minutes off as a scare actor.
Yikes.
This was also the first time I'd ever done a new role. I was a variety scare actor, so I did many different roles. This role was a front-facing role where I had no mask, my face was covered in blood, but specifically, a large line of people had to come through a room where I was the center focal piece. They had to look directly at me as the distraction so other things could jump out at them.
Sure.
I was a magician sawing someone in half, allegedly in the maze that rhymes with Blamerican Blastory horror story.
Could be anything.
And so I was allegedly paying the Pachil Patrick Paris role.
Okay.
The three-ring circus conductor.
Nice.
I'm sawing a woman in half, and my eyes are blood red. Just absolutely dripping, deeper red than the blood on my
They're
face.
like, wow, this makeup is so good.
And you know when you're high and you're paranoid, like, oh, everyone's staring at me. I
Every
think
time.
everyone's staring at me.
Yeah.
I had unlimited people coming into a room staring at me, and all I could think was, they know. Fuck, I made a mistake. Fuck. I got way too high, allegedly. And I kept scaring people, but my favorite thing about that was, at the end of the day, who was more scared? The customers or me?
You.
And let me just say, I did not plan on getting that high on my last day working at Universal Studios. I tried to work around it legally. I would love to be a scare actor again someday. It'd be a delight.
Right. I'm sure you're a great one.
I was really good at it.
Potentially even better when you're high. You
I
just don't
scared
know.
the shit out of people.
Out of yourself.
I did.
Yeah.
I scared Dane Cook. I scared...
No way.
Yes. Dane Cook was the only reasonable celebrity to come through. Dane Cook came through in the general audience line.
Really?
Didn't come... Celebrities, a lot of the time, will shut down the maze and have like a large gap between so they can come through by themselves. Dane Cook came through with normal people. James Franco came through as well. He was fucking obliterated. Just hung like a scarecrow on two ladies that were just pushing him through the maze. He wasn't even looking up. He was wasted.
Yeah.
I also scared Demi Lovato when I was playing Mike Myers. And I scared the shit out of her. And I went, wait a minute, I know that person. And when I went back to the break, I'm like, holy shit, Demi Lovato came through the maze. And I was like, oh, I scared the shit out of her.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I would love to be a scare actor again someday.
Can I get your best, like, scary... Can you... Ah! Shit. Okay. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that was good.
But I wouldn't scream. It is according to lore, the rules, that you do not scream as a scare actor.
Oh.
You will lose your voice immediately.
Yeah.
Do not make noise with your voice. Make noise with your hands.
Right. right. It's like silent movie rules.
And specifically on scare actor sets, aka the maze, there are places that are made to be hit and places that are not made to be hit.
Right.
Hit this metal sheet. This makes a loud noise. You hit this wooden pillar, the tent's gonna fall over. Don't touch this shit.
I see.
But they tell you where all the stuff is.
Nice.
It's fun. Anyway, that was my great time quitting theme park.
Yeah, that could be any theme park, by the way. That's just...
I loved working at Six Flags. Did you guys? That was Six Flags.
I think you just said Six Flags.
It was Six Flags.
Yeah. Allegedly. It wasn't. It wasn't Six Flags.
I don't want to work at Six Flags ever. Fuck that.
I would love to be a scare actor with you.
It's the best time ever.
You know what I mean? And,
it's so fun.
And you and me are just like making each other, making other people shit their pants.
It's a blight.
And just laughing.
It's an absolute blast and delight.
Hey.
Dude, actually though, coming October, I am unironically looking to become a scare actor again at some local place.
That'd be so
I think that'd be a
fun.
delight. It is the hardest physically demanding job I've ever done in my life. Harder than football hell week times 1,000.
Really?
But gosh dang, dude. If you're telling me I put in my earpods, I'm listening to fucking SoundCloud bullshit rap and scaring the shit out of teenagers until they literally fall over. I knocked over 5 people with my scares one time.
Damn, brother.
5 people hit the floor.
That's so fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. I'm like, they're paying me?
What makes it so physically challenging?
Dude, so you're running constantly in a mask, you can't breathe, it's hot as fuck. You're constantly like running at people. Like
Right.
I worked in a free scare zone, which is a place where you just walk through no maze, as the movie was called The Splurge, allegedly. And I was one of the Splurge actors.
And you got like a knee pads, right? You could.
I wish I was a slider. Sliders get paid extra. They only have that at Knott's.
Okay.
Sliders are my favorite.
Those
I would
are
love
cool.
to be a slider.
Yeah.
Actually, like real goals, I would love to be a slider next season.
Got it.
Sliders rule. But dude, it's insane. My favorite thing to do is I'd be in this long tunnel, and the music would be synced to the lights, and after every 15 minutes it loops, you learn the music.
Yeah.
I would wait for the lights to I would just stand there, and the lights would go out, pitch black.
Shit.
And I knew when the strobe would start, and as soon as the strobe would start, I would sprint at you. And then I would, because I was standing still just menacingly, and as soon as the strobe hits, you're fucked.
That
and
sucks.
I would run at you.
You know that Russia won the space race, right?
Yeah, for getting like a dog in space, you fucking animal abusers.
No, for people too.
No.
Yeah. Pee-pee break.
The boys are taking a pee-pee break. We'll be right back.
And we're back from pee-pee
Yes,
break.
yes, dude. We took a great pee. We
Yeah.
were aiming our pee. We were aligning our pee. You know, like when you try to double jump your friend on a trampoline? We were kind of doing it with
Yeah.
our pee to see if we can get a bigger splashback.
Right,
Like
because-
Shamu jumping into the fucking water. Dude, Shamu, you ever get wet by Shamu?
Maybe.
Dude, I used to lean against that tank getting Shamu water all over myself, and it felt like heaven.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for that guy.
It's a celebrity.
R.I.P.
Blackfish.
Get him out.
But yeah, man.
Free Shamu.
When we cross streams, we always piss barefoot, and
Yes.
so the splash, like it, you don't know when we pee in the same area. You don't know whose splash is hitting your feet.
You
And
just never know these days.
I'm just all about plausible deniability, bro.
The cool part is it could have been mine, it could have been yours, and I'm cool with either.
But here's thing, brother.
Whoa.
I have bad
Russia.
news.
What?
I have bad news for you.
You finished your cabin?
My cockpit is finished,
Your cockpit's full.
so I think it's time for another beer, bro.
Whoa. You're getting more space parts?
More fuel.
Well then, fuck. I guess I need to get some more space parts. Let's fucking go.
Hey, cheers.
cheers.
Hey,
Fuck Be nice.
Pathetic.
Be nice.
So
For the audio listeners, I'm making my spacecraft, and it's 3 cans tied together with death row in the middle. And let me just say, it's looking fucking awesome.
It
Russia
looks
has no idea anything about anything.
Like pile of shit that I would rather feed to my bear than I would like to take to space.
Yeah, well, fucking, you can bear these nuts.
Yeah, what nuts, you stupid coward.
That's fucked. Hey, I take pride in these.
All right, we got another booster on the rocket.
All right, quick audio listener update. I have 1 captain cockpit and 2 boosters.
Yeah, it's looking pretty decent actually for like a children's toy.
Yeah, well, I'll see if you can ever leave your mom's house. Anyways, that's peeing, dude. Peeing is sick. Peeing is cool. Everyone does it. If you don't, you're lying. If you really haven't, please try it. But that's just the nature of existence.
Wow. Hey, speaking of the nature of existence, I wanted to chat about that, dude.
Hey, really quick, do you think NASA got to the moon sober? No.
No. When it comes to geniuses, when it comes to people who change the world, right? We're talking about brains that are in some way, shape, or form different than the norm. They're revolutionary, right?
Neurodivergent.
Neurodivergent, you could say.
Not necessarily.
Right, but I think that divergence can occur naturally or it can occur via substances.
Ooh.
And I think that it's really interesting to look at all of these famous people who have like made these great works and who were just fucked up the whole time. And like alcohol's a big one. Picasso, sure, that's one. But like there's so many authors, for example, who just were railing lines of cocaine their entire like.
Oh, yeah.
Like so many books were created by cocaine.
I've only read Dave Pilkey.
Who is that?
The guy who wrote Captain Underpants.
Yeah. Okay.
Really good book. He invented Flip-O-Rama. When you flip the page back and forth fast enough, you can see Captain Underpants jumping.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really important. I also really liked the series of unfortunate events. Lemony Snicket.
Yeah, Lemony Snicket.
That's books.
That's my guy.
That's books.
But yeah, so books are cool. But yeah, existing is really cool.
Amen.
And I wanted to get your take on this. I think about this shit all the time, right?
Oof. Really quick, think about existing.
Yeah.
I had to think about the antithesis, anti-existing. Quick concept,
Yeah.
thought. We can get buried next to each other.
Uh-huh.
And we put speakers coming out of our gravestones, and they play every episode of Last Two Brain Cells that we ever recorded on loop permanently at like 1 decibel.
You know what's really, really cool?
Cool, huh?
You know what's awesome?
Cool.
I just finished editing episode 16 of this podcast. Guess what you say in that episode?
Same thing.
The exact
I hate
same
it.
thing.
Dude, I've never believed in AI until I've heard my same brain say the same thing multiple times.
Yeah.
It's the craziest experience as a Twitch streamer watching a clip from years ago and seeing a moment happen in a video game and in my brain thinking, oh wow, that's absolutely bananas crazy. And then the clip will say, oh wow, that's absolutely bananas crazy. Literally, you were editing the podcast yesterday at the dinner table, and I said something along the lines like, whoa, that's nutty spaghetti.
Yeah, and then in real life you said,
whoa, that's nutty spaghetti, immediately.
It's because, like, people are simply neural networks. Like you will have the same output to the same input most of the time.
Amen. I feel, you put in a quarter, I do the dance.
Exactly.
That's just what it is.
Dying, living, existing, it's a really interesting phenomenon.
So true.
And I wanted to talk about the nature of existence itself. Not only existence in the sense of life, but the existence of anything at all.
Oh.
Right? And so I would love, because I don't know, recently at least we have not talked about this at all.
Dying?
Like more deeper shit. No, not dying, but the universe. So I guess I'll start with,
What's the difference between space and the universe? Is the universe a more spiritual version of space?
So the universe is everything that exists.
Because people are like, oh, like, I believe in the universe, but no one ever says, like, oh, I believe in space.
So space, I think, is a lot harder to deny. Space is just simply what's between all of these other like objects, like planets and shit.
It feels like space is a location, the universe is an entity.
You could think of it like that, sure, but yeah. So essentially, the universe, right? Depending on what theory you subscribe to, the universe is just everything that exists, right? If you believe in a multiverse, then it's just one version of that. But I believe in just the universe, and so my question for you is, how did the universe come to be?
Big Bang.
Big Bang, right? So that's the classic theory. That
Easy.
Most people say, okay, there was a little tiny fucking super hyper dense ball of something.
But where'd that come from?
Right. And so that exploded and created everything else. But that's the leading question is, where did all that come from? And
why weren't there 2 of them?
Why weren't there 3 of them? And so there's this quote that I love that maybe will spark some conversation here. But it's that, quote unquote, there are only 2 possibilities. Either once there was nothing and then there was something, or there has always been something.
Ooh.
Now think about that.
Love it.
Do you believe that the Big Bang would suggest that there's always been something? It's just it went from a small something to a big something. However, where did that small something come from? Because that is a mindfuck. But if there was nothing and then there was something, where did the something come from out of nothing? And this is the question. Like there is a correct answer, essentially.
That's the worst part.
This isn't
That's
philosophical.
the worst part.
It's like the universe, we know it currently exists. We're experiencing it. We're here. We're alive. But we don't know where it came from.
You're shitting my dick, bro. That's insane.
Isn't that nuts?
Dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So
Certified fucked up.
What do you think?
Oh man, I went back and forth like a metronome. I was thinking to myself, man, this place has always been here. But then,
Where
if
did
it's
that come
always
from?
been here, when did it start?
Where did here come from?
It started.
Right.
And if it started, then how long has it been here?
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's a loop-de-loop carousel of whoa, wee wah.
It's an impossible question.
It's a little spooky to me. It's
Yeah.
a little dun 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 dun. Freaks me out.
Yeah,
You know?
there's no correct answer that we can at least know at the moment, but it's incredible to think about.
I think I found my answer. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I'm alive. Being scared has always been registered as a negative emotion.
Yeah.
But what if I told you it's just vitality?
Yeah, I mean, like,
You can drink a Monster, or you can be scared.
yeah. As a fear actor,
One's free.
are you
Character.
like why would you pay to be afraid unless it was doing something good for you?
Amen.
You know what I mean?
I feel like when you go on a roller, I genuinely believe this. Going on a roller coaster is a therapeutic human experience.
Yeah.
Genuinely, fully believe this.
It's living.
To a deep core.
Yeah.
People that are excessively afraid of roller coasters, when they walk off a roller coaster having conquered a fear, they are walking on water.
You are
They're
bigger and
walking
better.
on the moon.
Yeah.
There's a Tom Scott video about overcoming the fear of roller coasters that I genuinely go back to every couple months just to cry a little. It is a philosophical statement to get over the fear of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be okay, but will you accept your fate that it's going to be all right?
Yeah.
It is an anxiety tester. And I know roller coasters are just like silly-ass things we create, sculptures that move even. But wow, there's something deep there.
The most valuable thing that I ever did in my whole life was the first hitchhiking trip that I took.
Yes.
And that's because of there were these specific moments that I still remember. I'll never forget during that trip where I felt truly vulnerable.
Can I get some context to the trip?
Yeah. So when I was
This is a trip you're coming. So I remember it, but for the viewers,
yeah
listeners.
When I was 18, I never thought I was going to go to college, and I decided that I had also never seen the world. And so I decided that I wanted to just see more than the Southern California bubble that I
Amen.
grew up in, right?
And at this point, your friends, me, Ryan, we've left and gone to college.
Right.
We did the college thing, and now you're in this weird like moment where it's like everyone you know is gone,
Right.
and now what? So you took action.
So I packed a backpack and I went onto the New Year's freeway and I stuck my thumb out and I did a hitchhiking trip essentially. And I ended up visiting like all the homies in college. I visited Nick
did?
in Berkeley. I visited you in Boston. I visited Ryan in New York.
So really quick, for reference, Donovan went from Orange County, California to San Francisco, all the way to Boston, and might I add, I don't know if you remember your time, but you said, I'll be there in a week. You were there in like 2 days.
Nice, yeah.
You unreal killed it. You were
Thanks.
like, I'll see you next week. And I was like a week and a half into like settling into college, and you pulled the fuck up.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, but the point is, you went from small California, Southern, Northern California, Boston, New York, Canada.
Yeah.
You got multiple tickets.
But yeah, but I mean, so the point isn't to like talk about the whole trip here. What I wanted to highlight is there were certain moments in this hitchhiking trip where for the first time in my life, I had the true realization that I was a fragile living
Yes.
being on this earth. And that life is a privilege. That I remember being outside with nowhere to go.
I hope this is the one I'm thinking of, because you told me a story that I was going to bring up. Keep going.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But it was essentially I was at a truck stop,
Yes.
and it was super cold out, and I hadn't experienced this sort of cold before. I grew up in California. I never knew what the fuck that felt like, and so I was outside, and I was trying to get a ride for forever. I couldn't get a ride, and I remember thinking like, if I don't make it, I'm done. The only person who can help me at this point is me. You know what I mean? And I just that realization setting in, the thought of like, if I could die right now, and if I die, I die. It's on me. You know what I mean? Is so powerful.
A GG.
And I think that experience is the most valuable thing that I could have given myself at that time, and that a lot of people don't really experience in this day and age, where we're constantly comfortable, we're constantly like just like we're always focused on these like really superficial things where it's just like, okay, when's my next coffee, like, oh, did I get enough sleep last night? But we're not thinking about like death. We're not thinking about like, oh, like these basic things that we should be extremely grateful for, but we take for granted. You know what I mean?
100%.
And so that I think that moment was just one of my favorites.
Huge.
Yeah.
I remember there was a moment where, and I could be wrong here, you were out in the middle of nowhere and there was nothing but a post, a signpost of some sort. And on that signpost was a bunch of messages from other hitchhikers that said things like, I was here this day, 1969. I was here 2005. And I think you may have written something on that post, but there was something that I remember you said that was so powerful to me, where you said, you have never been so alone, but with so many others on the same journey.
Yeah, right. To be alone with other people.
You were so alone, but you knew that so many other people had been alone in the same place that you were not alone.
Yeah, dude.
It was a beautiful, like, crazy little piece of wisdom you dropped on me. Blew my mind.
I could actually, completely forgot about that moment, but
I'm grateful to be half your memory.
No,
That's
no.
why we're the last two brain cells. You get one, I get one.
Yeah. But here's the crazy thing is I was recently going through all of my old files. And I have basically one like little one little drawer that has all of my shit from the past, like from my whole life, of just like tax paperwork, work paperwork, housing, and also like love notes and pictures from my past.
Cute stuff.
And I saw a picture of that exact signpost.
No way!
Yeah. And it says on the back of it, there's all the notes from other hitchhikers.
I gotta see that.
And then I had written a little rad 3, and it says, "Good luck!" exclamation point.
That's beautiful. That's
Isn't that so fucking cool?
beautiful?
Yeah. Okay. For the video listeners, we're both putting up our rad 3 tattoos.
Radical 3, Ryan, Austin, Donovan. There's 3 of us.
I don't know if have you explained that yet?
No.
Yeah. So
That's deep lore.
Yeah, deep lore between Austin and I is that we're homies from way back, and there was a third homie at one point, and his name is Ryan.
There still is.
His name was Ryan, and now it's Min Long.
Brother Min Long.
And he's a Buddhist monk at the moment.
Certified Buddhist monk.
He's always going to be our brother, right?
Always, forever and ever.
but
Love that man to death, baby.
Absolutely.
Inspires me on the daily.
Yeah, and so together we were Ryan, Austin, Donovan. That's R-A-D, Rad. There were 3 of us, Rad 3.
Done.
Yeah, so we all got matching tattoos, and Ryan at the moment, he's in a monastery.
And hey, if Min Long, you're listening to this podcast, let me just tell you, you are the lucky listener of the week.
Yeah.
We love you, brother. We love you, brother. We love you, brother.
Love you, man.
So much love sent your way. But I gotta say, now quick selfish moment. I know this is not a Buddhist thought, but a selfish moment. I love that when Ryan sits down to meditate, when he looks down at his ankles, he sees a piece of us.
Forever.
Forever and ever. What are you gonna do? Take it off?
Nope.
No. Your one and only tattoo. You're gonna look at it every time you meditate. I see you, crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, or you're just wearing socks like a little coward.
Because you're cold.
Yeah.
Either way, we love you.
Yeah, we love you, brother.
All right. Hey, let's check back in. Russia, how you feeling? You've been slow to the drinking game, but how are you feeling now on the space race?
What are you talking about slow? If you're a video listener, you see me holding up all of my space material, and let me just say there is no shortage of cans. The only thing slow here is you brain American stupid bitch.
Well, then I offer this to you. Gotcha, it's mine!
I didn't even try to
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Mother bitch.
All right, I think we're both feeling a little bit fun.
We're feeling fun, personally.
But before we end the episode, or before we do our final space race competition, I want to talk about one more educational topic.
Yes. Let's learn something before we do our. We're both almost 30.
Yeah.
Making spaceships out of beer.
Yes.
Yeah. No, please tell someone something smart before we do the dumbest shit possible.
I would love to. And this has been actually like such a packed episode full of information. And we're gonna end it with, I think, a really interesting idea. Have you ever heard of the Pioneer Plaque?
Nope.
No. Okay. So in the 70s there was a space program, and we were basically.
Is that the plaque you sent into space with a whole bunch of human information?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
With the pictures of nudes.
Yeah.
We sent human nudes.
Exactly.
That was hard.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, so we've done this like in a couple of different ways, but during the Pioneer program, we essentially had these spacecraft that we would send basically to exit the solar system for the first time.
Yep.
So they're just traveling through the
Checking it
greater
out.
galaxy, right? And so we were like, basically Carl Sagan was one of the heads of the program, and somebody came up to him. He's like, "Hey, like what if like this spacecraft was intercepted by other intelligent beings, right?" And so Sagan was like, "Good point. We should put like some kind of
Draw some
information."
triangles. Put some nudes.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a song.
Yeah, exactly. And so we created this thing called the Pioneer Plaque.
Kind of like a message in a bottle for space.
Precisely.
Like actually nuts.
Yeah, and so in 1972 and 1973, there were the Pioneer 10 and 11 spacecraft launches, and both of them contained what we call now the Pioneer Plaque. And they featured a few things that you've already mentioned, and one of them is nudes.
Nudes.
We could talk about the nudes first.
Kenor.
Yeah.
Bob's vagine.
So they're
And a triangle.
not vagine. So that's one of the interesting caveats about this
Is
Pioneer
it hidden
Plaque.
behind like a 70s bush?
Negative.
Oh.
So there's a man and a woman on this plaque, right? And they're both naked. The man has his hand raised, whereas the woman has both her hands by her sides. And
Oh.
this has caused some kickback
I'm
from
pissed.
feminist groups, but
I'm furious.
essentially what Sagan was trying to demonstrate is that our limbs were flexible and we could move them in different ways, right? And so there have been subsequent iterations of the plaque where the woman has her hand raised instead of the man, but essentially it was like they just chose one, right? However, what was not as random was the genitalia,
Ooh.
right?
Big cock?
No.
Okay, really quick.
No.
Chat, really quick. Think about this. We have one chance to show space our penis.
Yes.
We have, as a collective human race, we have one chance to send the best galactic dick pic of all time.
Right. And you know what we chose? A white guy. We chose a white guy.
Okay.
So there's been a lot of backlash from this, but essentially, like, the original drawings or the drafts that were going to be on the Pioneer Plaque was much more pan-racial, where the male figure had like more of a African hairstyle. They had like eyes that looked more Asiatic, but basically what they ended up with over time was a much more white-looking individual, right? And so there's been a lot of like a lot of debate since then of if that was the right move or not, because like pan-racial was the idea and then it ended up just being a white dude. But in terms of sexism as well, they showed full cock and balls for the guy.
Oh, thank God. Throw that dick out. Cocks out for Space Harambe, you know?
But then they completely exclude any sort of like detail about the female genitalia.
No nipple?
No, well, so there's yes.
Female nipple?
There's female nipple. There's nothing about the vagine.
Because, I mean, the nipples are not technically like a sexual organ. So, I mean,
Well, it depends. But
it's not sexual.
it's kind of.
I'm genuinely curious.
I mean, I think.
How are boobs sexual?
Are you attracted to them?
Yes, but I'm attracted to face. I'm attracted to nose. I'm attracted to personality. Is it personality inherently sexual?
Maybe.
Oh, you got me on that one. Are your eyeballs sexual? Because you got hot eyeballs.
Thank you. Maybe.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, so essentially you see the picture of the man, it has a cock and balls, and then you see the woman right next to him, and it has just kind of a blank slate where the vagina is. And
What's in there?
So yeah, so if you were being anatomically correct, you would include a little line there, right? And that's something that's excluded not only in this Pioneer Plaque,
Like Japanese
but in,
porn.
Maybe Japanese porn.
You know how they like don't show like the tip of a penis?
Yeah.
Like in a allegedly Japanese porn. Sometimes they'll exclude the tip of a penis. Because by showing the tip of a penis, similar to the Olympic gods tucking their dick tips under their ball sacks,
right.
That's the part that's a little too lewd.
Right.
There is a lot of time in, allegedly, I don't know who told me this, in like drawings that were made for pornography reasons, they'll put a little black bar over the penis tip.
Uh-huh.
That's what someone told me.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Outside of the whole genitalia thing, I just think there's this other technical detail of the Pioneer Plaque that's pretty fucking cool.
What is it?
Is the way that they basically show units of measurement is, so the most prevalent, element in the universe is hydrogen.
Yes.
Right? And hydrogen has like a certain, I don't know, like this thing where if you're advanced enough of a civilization, you know about it, but it's called the hyperfine transition of hydrogen. And it takes a certain amount of time. And that time, when compared to the speed of light, has a certain wavelength. And they essentially use this wavelength as the base unit to represent how tall humans are.
Ooh.
Which is, it's fucking hard. Like, and so they use the hyperfine transition of hydrogen to show that, like, the woman is 5'6" on the plaque.
I was gonna ask, did they say it in centimeters? Did they say it in feet?
Isn't that crazy?
Like, that's a cooler answer.
And it makes a lot of sense because
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because if you're just in the universe, like, you know about hydrogen, right, and you know about light,
of course,
and then in combination, essentially they express this unit in binary, and binary is like the most basic way to show like a value in numbers.
Now, just like deeper meta question, how do they represent the concept of hydrogen? They say hydrogen?
They show, so there's a little image on the plaque that shows like a little hydrogen molecule, and then it's transitioned, and then like, so this is, they're establishing this is the unit.
I was gonna say, because like an alien race discovering our planet would be like, hydrogen? That's aminochloride.
Right.
You know, like it's a totally different thing. But if there's a little visual description, a key.
Yeah.
A map key.
And like everything about this plaque has been torn to pieces by critics since then.
Nudes.
Right? And there have been people who say, oh, there's too much penis. And then there are people who say,
put more.
Oh, there's not enough penis.
Not enough cock and balls.
Right. And so you can't please everybody.
I'm not pleased.
If you're Carl Sagan, like, your job is impossible. But
I want like a good porn on there.
Yeah, I think they should have put some doggy style on the plaque.
I agree.
But no, wait. What's your real quick? What's your favorite sex position?
Missionary.
Really?
Because I love to pray to
Unironically missionary?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I want to make eye contact.
Yeah.
I'm here for your soul.
Yeah. Very passionate.
I'm here for your soul.
I'm the opposite.
You want to see butthole.
I want to see butthole.
I want to see your soul. You want to see butthole.
Mm-hmm.
Freaks me out.
Yeah, I know. You know?
Speaking of space, is the butthole the black hole of our human body?
100%.
Because of what's going on down there?
No. Our mouth is the black hole.
Whoa.
Because
but
that's
also
where everything goes in.
You could also put things in your butt.
It depends on, your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then grow up if that's not your lifestyle.
I put very few things in my butt. Like, not nothing, but like probably not as much as a lot of people.
I'd probably put more in my butt than you have.
Guaranteed.
No, that's for sure.
You know,
we can shake hands on that.
Yeah. You
fuck
stupid
you,
bitch!
You stop, fuck you!
Oh, what thing you're putting in your butt?
No!
Fuck. Not even part of the competition, but just like a bro thing. I don't think I've ever seen your butthole. And I don't think you've ever seen my butthole.
That's crazy. I've seen your penis a lot.
A lot.
I saw it 5 minutes ago.
Recently.
More than 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
The cool part is, okay, can we describe each other's penises at the same time on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's something. Russia, United States.
Hey, fuck you. Okay. Fuck you.
Oh my god. But this is like a real, like.
Okay.
Fuck you!
Oh no!
Okay, it's fine. Fuck you. I spilled. Fuck you. To the nature of existence.
Yeah, fuck you!
Oh, fuck you, mother!
Stupid!
Fuck
How many
you,
times
mother! I will fuck you!
Idiot think that this is going to happen?
I am going to fuck you.
I hope you do.
Selfishly,
Yeah.
I don't want to say this, but I'm an Earth citizen.
Uh-huh.
As an Earth citizen, I always thought when it's over for us, it's over for everybody.
No.
That's not true.
Not at all.
Earth 2, 3, 4, 5, and more realistically, Earth 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're 10. They're fine.
Yeah.
We're fucked. They didn't get cars. They didn't get coal. They didn't get prime energy.
Well, have you heard the? Okay, this is depressing as fuck, but very possibly realistic.
I believe in everything that's depressing is usually more accurate.
Exactly.
Which is so sad, but
realistic is pessimistic. But okay, so there's this theory that we have not contacted other intelligent life forms in the universe because by the time that you're intelligent enough and advanced enough to have like light travel or whatever technology you need to find other species, you're also selfish enough to fuck yourself over and you die. because like basically it's like our cycle, for example, like what we're looking at is we're gonna create our own extinction before we're able to develop the technology to be able to find other life forms in the universe.
Literally, we gotta grow up.
Yeah.
Respectfully, like, humanity, grow up.
Get a fucking life.
Like,
Get a
grow
job.
up, think about it a little bit, stop sleeping in,
Yeah.
go to bed earlier,
Yeah. Drink some water.
drink some fucking water,
Yeah.
grow up.
Hey, if you're drinking water right now, you're the lucky listener.
of the week. And
Yeah.
life, actually.
Yeah, really.
If you drink a lot of water, you probably live more years than people that don't live more water. And I think facts like that, hearing them out loud, actually are life-changing.
Yeah.
I feel like when people say things like, oh, if you drink water, it's good for you. I don't care. Fuck you. If someone told me drinking water will extend your life by 2 years, I'm going to drink so much fucking water.
And yeah, so that's our episode. That's episode
that's
19.
crazy, dude. That's
Thank you
fucking-
for listening to Last Two Brain Cells. What's that?
Whoa! Yes, hey, if you want to support Last Two Brain Cells on Patreon, help us out if you can. We're trying to do this for a living. If we can't do it for a living, we're going to do it for a dying. So, that's fine.
Yeah, same thing in the end.
So, hey, let's go ahead and see who won the space race.
Okay, real cheers. Real
Uh-oh.
cheers this time. Okay, so this
Real-
whole episode, if you're an audio listener, we've been cheersing each other and then saying "fuck you" the whole time. But I'm dead serious. I will cheers you this time.
I will cheers you this time from
Okay,
America
really?
to Russia.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers. Hey!
Wow! And a handshake?
Yeah, brother.
beautiful.
Hey, and to see enemies making friends is one of the most beautiful things about existence, I think.
That's so true. Cheers to that, man. That's fucking cheers to fuck you!
You little bitch, I will kill you and your family. And so now we're going to do the space race. And so we're going to create spaceships with all of our empty cans. And, we're going to chug real quick. America going to win.
We burp the same.
But
You are from Russia,
you are from America.
but we burp the
we
same.
burp same?
We burp same.
How is this?
How do happen?
But now we make Rocketship.
Oh, you burp, I burp. Now go to space.
Together?
I guess.
No. So now we're gonna make rocket ships, and whoever makes the best ship, according to Enrique,
You're behind.
wins the space race.
Let's build.
All right, I got a
Do
PP.
your thing, brother. Can you grab me that can? That one's awesome.
no.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Motherfucker, Russia. You are mean. Russia mean. Russia, why you so mean? Russia mean. Russia so mean. I hate when Russia mean. It's mean when Russia mean. Do not Russia me. I hate when Russia mean.
Whoa, what are you doing,
Fuck off. Don't look.
idiot?
Don't even consider. Literally, try to do something different.
I am, bro.
Oh yeah.
What you
I
think?
bet.
You think I would? You think I would do what you're doing?
Literally, try to do something different.
Fucking pussy bitch.
Dude, you're copying my plasma tabs. Don't even fucking read my research. Don't. This is not measured in hydrogen, you dumbass. This is measured in feet, America style. I have blasters. I just wanna know if you wanna know.
I'm all alone
And I'm lost without you.
All right, we have built our rocket ships, and we're ready
Yay.
to see whose is more space worthy, who wins the space race.
take off.
And we're gonna try to make it to the moon. But for the video watchers, this is the American Space Program's results.
We're looking really fucking stellar.
Yeah.
Astronomically stellar.
It looks like a little man. It looks like Iron Giant.
You look like a little man.
And here's the Russian Space Program's results.
Oh, that looks like a big man. Fuck.
I think that's
Okay, you got me with the cock
weird.
technique.
He's got a big.
He's got a. Oh.
whoa.
So for audio listeners, mine is built like a standing building. Donovan's is built like a rhinoceros with a beer dick. It's time to put him to the test.
Do the trials.
Here's the issue. Our judge, Enrique, is no longer here.
He left.
He's still alive. He's not no longer with us. He's alive.
Yeah.
But we're still gonna put him to the test.
He's
First
dead
off,
to us.
looks wise.
All right. So which one is
Who wins?
prettier?
We should both vote. I'm gonna vote. I do love your dangler.
Yeah, me too.
That's a vote. It's a point for you.
In terms of like beauty, if I'm being very honest with myself, The Americans win this one as well.
Oh, so that's a tie.
So we
We can
both.
finally find friendship on that one. Now,
fuck you, bitch!
motherfucker!
I eat your whore, mother.
I eat your hole.
Oh. Okay.
So now we gotta do the meteor test. This is the meteor test. This is our meteor. It's a mini brands crate from Target. I gotta open it on stream at some point, but today we use it as our meteor.
It's an asteroid.
We should throw at each other's.
Yeah. Okay.
So the test should be.
line
This is
them up,
our wall. This is
line
our
them up.
wall.
You want to go first?
You should go first.
Okay. So
This is-
I'm gonna. Russia's
Here we
gonna
go.
throw this meteor
This is American.
to test your space program's results. All right. Ready?
Yep. Here we go.
And.
Oh, the American ship has been destroyed by. It looks the same.
It looks good.
Okay, looking at the meteor test from the American side, it looks totally normal.
Pretty resilient ship you got there. I got it.
Really good. All right, your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's my guy.
Hold this for audio recording sake.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, America's coming in hot with a big ass meteor. My Squishmallow duck is gonna get destroyed in the process.
And
Hold on.
there's always casualties.
Here we go. This one's for the United States of America.
Why'd you come at it from the top?
Gotcha.
Okay, but it looks okay.
I think you survived.
I think we both survived. the
That's
space
fucking
to-
wow.
the
Your
test.
dick's still hard.
I'm fine.
You're good.
We
so
both have
far
2 points.
2 points
It's
each.
neck and neck.
Neck to neck.
Okay.
So now the last thing is the air compression test.
Yeah.
So we're gonna body slam them onto my bed.
Yeah.
So you go first.
Yeah. So for
Alright, you're first. You're
for
first.
audio listeners, we have the American Space Shuttle is on Austin's bed, and I'm gonna represent the absolute pressure of space, and I'm gonna body slam this this spaceship,
Nice.
and we'll see if it survives.
Let's
All
get
right.
it, baby.
Ready?
Yes.
All right.
That's pretty cool. Let's see the results.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
It's totally fine. That's
Okay.
fucked up, bro.
That's good engineering.
That's fucked up, bro. Good engineering from the United States here.
I'm covered in beer.
That's okay. My turn.
Okay.
put your guy down.
All right. So now
Put it down however you need to do it.
Have you my guy?
Okay, here
All
we
right.
go. Get the camera.
How is Russia gonna do?
Mom, get the camera. This one's for the U.S. of fuck UA. Huh?
Oh!
A little bit flattened.
Okay, but is it structurally sound?
Check it out. Check it
Let's
out.
see. Let's see. It's okay.
Is it okay?
It's
Dude, that
fine.
shit looks fucked.
Hey, that's fine.
That shit looks fucked. In comparison to strong ass America cock over here.
I still make it to space, you idiot
You sure do.
But okay.
Damn.
Yeah, it is more flattened than yours.
So are you telling me the United States of America just won the space race?
I'm telling you, it comes down to the final challenge.
We're talking back to back. Huh?
We're talking fan launch time.
Oh my god, fan launch?
Yes.
What does that mean?
So you have a fan in your room and it's going real fast right now.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have the fans of the podcast vote on which one is better.
No, we're just throwing it into the fan.
You could do that on our Discord.
Yeah.
We're doing a Discord soon.
Yeah.
We should also make a Patreon poll. We
Okay.
have a Patreon now. At this point, we have a Patreon poll.
Whose spaceship is better?
Okay, actual Patreon poll. Get your face in here. Get your face in here. We'll do a picture. Whose spaceship's better?
Yeah, it could be Russia.
Now, before the fans can vote, we should throw it to the fans.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to do the official fan launch before the fans
Fan
vote.
launch. So we should get on the bed for it.
So whoever, basically, if we survive the fan launch...
If you
is-
survive the fan launch, you're
that's,
okay.
That's another point.
Come on over.
Okay.
Come on over. Time for the fan launch. Who's first?
You go first.
Okay, my turn. 1, 2, 3, United States.
Whoa! It hit the
Wow,
computer.
it hit my monitor.
Okay, Russia, we are going to launch our beautiful spaceship in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Yours is totally fine.
It's
Wow,
fine.
that's fucked.
Well,
I got some rear damage. You got nothing.
I guess it's 3 points for each of us. It's up
Fuck.
to the fans. Who wins the space race?
It's up to the fans. We're gonna put a poll on the Patreon. We're gonna put a poll on the Patreon. We'll find out who won the space race via the people.
Wow.
At the end of the day, that's what it all is here for, right? The
Yeah.
people.
Okay. Hey, love you, brother.
Love you, Russia. All of your tax money went into the space program.
Yeah.
Let's ball! Good shit. Good shit.
This has been episode 19, the
Yay!
space episode of Last Two
Woo!
Brain Cells. Thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you are at home. If you are a member of the space program, you are the lucky listener of the week.
So true. So true.
Yeah.
And if you're a lucky listener on our Patreon, you're the lucky listener of the week. And live.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But yeah. If you're listening on any platform that has a rating feature, give us a 5 stars, a little comment, whatever it may be. Feed that algorithm, daddy. Let him get a little snacky. He's hungry, and he wants some reviews. But please, check us out on Patreon. We got a Patreon now at this point. And hell yeah, dude, this has been episode 19. Episode 20 is coming in quick. And let me just say, wow, I can't believe we made it this far.
I am so excited to win the podcast
Oh,
race.
so exciting. We'll get the votes on the Patreon, and we'll see who the winner is. It'll be revealed in a future episode.
It's Russia.
It's going to be you, sir.
Absolutely Russia.
Amen.
All right.
Hallelujah.
For now, ta-ta, everybody.
Ta-ta for now. I'm about to jump out the park like Tigger. I'll see y'all in the next episode of Last Two Brain Cells, episode 20. Big love, team. See you again soon. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, we got a special outro.
launch.
Space launch. Y'all want to do a little space launch for the outro?
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Hold the microphone.
Okay.
We're going to simulate a space launch.
All right. So
Ready? So close your eyes, get comfortable, put on your astronaut helmet.
if you're at home, you're an astronaut right now.
If you're in the car, you're an astronaut. Don't close your eyes, but pretend your car is now a spaceship.
Yeah, and I want you to just remember that you've been training for weeks for this.
You've been training your whole life, even.
your whole life.
Maybe months, years.
And you're all of a sudden it's the day of the launch.
Ooh, it's the day of the launch.
You're walking onto the platform and in the spaceship.
Wow, I had really good cereal today.
The door closes and you're putting your seatbelt on. Click, click, click. And why is there a seatbelt on a spaceship? I don't know.
Good question. What are you gonna do? Get lost? So
Yeah.
you put on your seatbelt for the spaceship, and next thing you know, the voice comes in through your headset. He says,
Your launch sequence cues in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And then you feel the vibration of the thrusters. The powerful ship begins to boot up. And then all of a sudden you lift. You feel the most acceleration you've ever felt in your life. The G-forces are pushing against your neck, your body, your chest feels compressed and flattened. You are just throttling towards the sun, the atmosphere, the sky. It's getting hotter! It's getting hotter! And... there's so many alarm bells ringing in the cockpit. You don't know what's supposed to be there and what's not. And next thing you know, you're unbuckling your seatbelt. Everything is going terrible. It's going down. 5, 4, 3, 2. This is the afterlife. You died.
"You died in space.
But it was a good try.
It was a cool attempt. I'll see you on episode 20. Bye."